Hello everyone, and welcome to our Sprint 3 presentation for IT 641 Team Red. This is Big Data Systems, and today we are presenting the Sprint 3 presentation. Let's move on and find the details of the progress we made since Sprint 2 and see the different tasks we accomplished so far. As you can see here that we have a spreadsheet for Sprint 3 planning. You can see there are 2 scrums this time as opposed to the different parts it was divided into previously. We had about 4 scrums. To begin with, project manager post minutes, list problems that managers and members are having which are creating delays. Then we start a new Sprint 3 list. Then we develop a document for your lesson learned from your previous sprint. Then we attach our lesson learned from previous sprint to current sprint. Then we post the sprint planning for the current sprint. Then we use the Oracle Data Dictionary or catalog to understand about OES 3. And then we update our Trello board. And of course, the project manager post minutes. And we redo all questions in SQL3 query using series of stored procedures and user-defined functions. Use Oracle OES3 database, develop solution for SQL3 queries. Then we redo all the questions, redo the assignment, and of course we have already installed MySQL in all our computer systems. And then we make revisions to the project scope. So looking back, we noticed that there were a lot of discrepancies in our Sprint 2, so we learned a lot of lessons this time. We learned that we need to work more efficiently with our group members. We came up with 2 fixed dates to meet as a group and changed our work schedules accordingly. Red Team meets Mondays and Thursdays face-to-face and Wednesdays on Slack. In Sprint 2, we had 60 queries to work on, and we did not plan for that assignment in the beginning as it was not provided. We had to make some changes to our sprint planning in the middle of Sprint 2 to complete the task on time. We learned that the members of our team needed more time to complete PLSQL assignment, and we planned accordingly to get the team trained. We understood the importance of data governance. We learned that some teams have integrated videos in their presentations rather than screenshots. We learned that we need to assign smaller tasks to our members to have them accomplished before the deadline. Communication difficulties were resolved by starting to communicate with other group members via WhatsApp. We learned that we have to go through videos of every team to make the lessons learned document. And here are our SQL2 queries with stored procedures. This is a screenshot just to show the stored procedure on one of the queries. As you can see, the outer shell is mostly a stored procedure, and the inside contains the queries. As you can see, there is an inner join here, and everything has been looped in. And in the end we drop the procedure. And kind of similar for user-defined functions as well. As you can see here that we have SQL2 queries with user-defined functions. Here is the script for it, and here are the results. Here is a screenshot of OES3 SQL assignment, 60 queries from last sprint. And as you can see here, we did a pivot table in Excel, and the question was to find the number of employees in each branch and their total salaries. And so we started off as this in Excel, and then we installed MySQL on all our computers. So now we have Oracle, we have Microsoft SQL Server 2017, and now we have MySQL as well. Since we are the red team, we have inquiry as our task to do. And so we expanded OES data model to support local team OES3 assignment. As you can see, we have inquiry category here, assigned inquiry here, and inquiry resolution here. And as you can see, this part particularly attaches itself to the employee table. And assigned status over here is take ownership. Inquiry source could be a phone call or an email or a person visiting the office and meeting face-to-face. An inquiry type could be a shipping method or a refund policy or sales and promotion. or product availability, or general information. And inquiry priority. This is based upon the inquiry category telling us how important the issue is. And as you can see here, we have populated mock data for local expansion, and it was tested. So we entered some of our fictitious data by ourselves just to test the code, and as you can see, the result shows for itself that it worked. And here you can see that we have created a data dictionary for inquiry and related tables. Especially for inquiry, as you can see, we have names of attributes, and how we define attributes is we named it according to table underscore the attribute. So inquiry underscore ID or inquiry underscore date, and we followed that particular model for every single table. So for example, in inquiry category, we have inquiry underscore code, so on and so forth. And here we have the description for each and every attribute. We have the data type, which is varchar or date, or it could be a string. We have length here. We have validation type. We have sample values. We have constraint, whether it's a primary key or a foreign key. And finally, we have indexing here. And here's the OES3 master data model. So here is the data model along with the attached tables from all the teams. As you can see, they're color coded. Ours is team red, so it's coded in red, and for team orange it's in orange, and for team blue it's in blue, and for the purple team it's in purple. And here we have the data dictionary for preliminary OES3 MDM. So this is the data dictionary for all the tables on the MDM data model. We decided on 5 queries to link use cases to other teams. So number 1 would be check how many customers who inquired about a product have received a promotion. Number 2, check how many customers have inquired about a product and paid by a credit card for that product. Number 3, list all the customers who have inquired and bought a product. Number 4, list all the employees working with vendors and also with inquiries. Number 5, list how many employees are handling inquiries in each branch. Here are the issues and challenges when working with other teams. Number 1, it was difficult to get each team's data dictionary added to the master data dictionary document. Number 2, project managers have not yet come with a data governance document or a master project scope document. Number 3, teams have not decided on what fuzzy attributes are getting added in the next step of the project. Number 4, master data model needs to be revised and tables should be colored according to ownerships of the groups. Here is our plan to collect data to expand OES3 MDB. Number 1, list the tables for the group assignment. Number 2, create the tables according to instructions. Number 3, list the attributes for the tables and their data types. Number 4, create mock data from the internet using data types and columns. Here's the revision to project components, local OES database expansion, and then FAOES, and then expand and implement local OES to fuzzy local OES, then design an implementation of DLFAOES, then implementation of LFAOES with Hadoop, implementation of DLFADB with QlikView, and then finally implementation of LFAOES with XML or Python. So this sums up our Sprint 3 for the red team. We hope you liked our presentation, and we would work on Sprint 4 in the upcoming weeks. We hope you enjoyed this video. Until then, this is Team Red.